What more is a space marine than a sword against the dark?
Remember why we fight.
We've been here long enough.
Mark my words. Let us play. It seems I must remind you of the rules, Adept Neith. We are the Angels of Death!
Those that would tear humanity down are legion. Always more blood. But they shall be broken!
Suffering is our prayer.
Prepare for drop pod assault.
We are brothers before any other rank.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So quite a lot to talk about today with the reveal stream. It was kind of hilarious for those of you who joined me on the watch along. Again, thank you for that. We got more audible than we got more of animation stuff, as we all laughed along to. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about the new Warhammer Plus stuff now. That is going to be an app. I'm going to be talking about the Angels of Death stuff and also some of the animations that were previewed in that little side reel, which we've just saw at the start of the video. So let's jump in and let's get talking. So it's best to start off with the biggest news, and that is the newly announced Warhammer Plus. This is going to be a brand new service now coming from Games Workshop. Warhammer Plus, it sounds like Disney Plus, but this is Games Workshop's version. Now, the official statement that they have on this says, this brand new service is heading your way in July. You'll be able to start watching all these shows and more on your favorite device from your mobile or your tablet or your 4K TV. Thanks to the bespoke app created by Big Name in VOD content. Of course, Warhammer Plus will offer far more than these animations. We'll get onto that point in a second. The full lineup and awesome subscriber benefits will also blow your socks off. I hate the wording of subscriber benefits, but we'll get to that in a second as well. We'll have more news about how it works and how you get it on the 23rd of June. It says if you want more information, sign up for their animation newsletter. So back to the first statement, which says that Warhammer Plus will offer far more than these animations. Now, this is one of the talking points that I've had now for over the past couple of months. Yes, it did mention the awesome subscriber benefits. Again, when it says awesome subscriber benefits, it means that most of this, if not all of it, is going to be put behind a paywall. I know that most of us were hoping, fingers crossed, that they would set up like a Warhammer Plus or like Warhammer Animation YouTube channel where we can all go and watch this stuff, but I guess that's not on the cards. And if you're going to be watching these episodes, then it's all going to be put behind a paywall. Maybe like the first episode will be free to suck you in, and then the rest of them you'll have to pay a monthly fee for. Now, a lot of people in my chat were actually unhappy hearing this news, and I agree, because when you look at the Warhammer Plus at this moment in time, and saying at this moment, they do have a healthy catalogue, but the catalogue doesn't make me think that I'm going to buy this for a second month. Yes, we'll get onto the other stuff in a second, but if I was going to buy a Warhammer Plus solely for animations, then I'm looking at it thinking I can probably watch all the content that they announced today in a week. And after that week, it's just nothing then. For me, like, it's definitely not like months and months worth. Like, the catalogue they have at the moment, it doesn't compare to like Netflix, Disney Plus, or Amazon like that. Since this is Warhammer Plus, it's solely going to be dedicated to Warhammer animation and that type of content. So yeah, it's one of those things now where they have to have other benefits to keep you going. And they did mention that in the article. It says, of course, Warhammer Plus will offer far more than these animations. Now, what I'm thinking that maybe it's going to offer like digital codex access, maybe it'll offer even audio books or maybe like ebooks and stuff like that. For me, Audible is massive. I absolutely love Audible. I love listening to audiobooks because I can paint, I can do what I want, and also listen to the audiobook. So if they actually throw that in where maybe I get to, 2, 3, maybe 4 audiobooks, or maybe the library of audiobooks they actually have at Black Library included in a monthly price, depending on the price, we'll get to that in a second, then I think that could be a big win. But I'm solely looking at this at the moment as just animations, and it is not sucking me in. Now, don't get me wrong, I am hugely looking forward to the animations. My hat is off to everyone who's been working on this. We saw the first 7 minutes of Angels of Death. I was completely blown away. I'm probably going to upload my reaction to that tomorrow or something like that, the one from the stream, because it was great. It was amazing. We got a little glimpse of Horus in the Black Rage. It was fantastic. Extremely hyped to this. What my concerns is the pricing of this monthly fee. Now, when it comes to this, I think they have to get this dead on right, because if they get it wrong, I think they're going to get a lot of kickback from the community. My personal thought on the pricing, I think it's got to be between £7 and £10 a month. I'd like to get your thoughts and feedback on that. Do you think it's going to be more, less? Do you think it's going to be like $5 or something like that? A lot of people were saying that they're probably going to compare it to like Amazon, or sorry, not Amazon, Netflix and Disney Plus maybe on their monthly basis. Maybe go a little bit cheaper in them, depending on what type of content they're actually going to be putting on per month, apart from the animations. And talking of animations, in the background now, you'll see some of the animations that were announced a part of this live stream show. We have Hammer and Bolter, and it says, this is an anthology of animated stories featuring characters and factions across the worlds of Warhammer. Hammer and Bolter has something for every Warhammer fan. We've seen the preview of these. This is the 2D stuff. We've seen like a Night Lords on one of them. We've seen like an Assassin. We've seen an Eldar. We've seen Orcs. One of the funny things from this event, and for those of you who joined me on the stream, they were actually playing like audio clips from these, and to label this as an animation stream, I was extremely let down at this segment of the show. Like, maybe they couldn't show us trailers for everything. I completely get that, there's so much going on. But I was hoping for maybe like, I don't know, like a render of a character, some concept art, just something that really stood out that got me a little bit more hyped than, someone saying something. Some of them actually didn't even say anything. It was just like footsteps. It was Astartes 2 that was just a little bit of footsteps. Now, I know Astartes 2 is going to be absolutely bloody brilliant. It's going to be amazing. It's going to blow us away. So not seeing anything from it was quite a letdown. Moving on, of course, we have Angels of Death. We know about that. We know about the Exodite. It says here, in the midst of a brutal conflict, the Tau stealth team must undertake a critical mission against the armies of the Imperium, but the Tau aren't the only force vying for domination here. The powers that are far older and more mysterious are at play. It's probably going to be the Eldar. Actually, it is the Eldar from what I know. Iron Within, we know Iron Within, it's going to flow some Iron Warriors and stuff. Altar of Wrath is the Black Templar one. Black Talon was a new one for me. I don't know what Black Talon was. A lot of people saying it's AOS, and it is AOS. It says, a notorious hunter is unleashed to slay Sigmar's most grievous foes, but the secrets of the Neve Black Talon's past follow wherever she treads, even beyond death. So AOS animations announced. Good for you, chaps. Interrogator, we've seen this one before. That's like the noir kind of animation. And the Pry Nexus, this is a new one. Explore silence and death in the darkness of the corners of the galaxy as the Indominus Crusade reaches the Pry Nexus. Strength and faith will be tested to the limit. High Lords is also a new one. Politics and treachery abound in the Imperial Palace. For 10,000 years, the High Lords have governed the Imperium in the Emperor's stead. Such power brings corruption and danger to all those who would grasp it. And lastly is, of course, Astartes 2, which I mentioned. And it says, witness the forces of Space Marines in the unrelenting action as they take the fight to the enemies of mankind. Of course, you're probably wondering, that goes on to about the Warhammer Plus stuff. So yeah, out of all that, I'd probably say I'm more hyped for Astartes 2, the Altar of Wrath, because of course it's Black Templars, and Angels of Death. But as I was saying before, I was quite let down because we just got sound clips and we never got anything else with that. So yeah, that was a kind of a letdown as a part of this reveal show. But something we did get was the first 7 minutes of Angels of Death. And boy, oh boy, did this blow me away. I know some people in chat were impressed by it, but I love the voice acting, I love the soundtrack, I love the animation. Like, we saw like a little I say a flashback, like one of the Blood Angels had the vision of like the Black Rage, and we got like a little glimpse of Horus, and I was like, oh my god, it's bloody Horus. It looks so awesome, it looks so amazing. I cannot wait for this series. It just looks fantastic. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It does look fantastic. It's coming from Richard Boylan, the chap who did the Hell's Reach stuff way back. So I'm so glad like he's had his chance, and everyone who else has been involved with him to make this. It looks amazing. It looks great, and I just can't wait to sit down and watch all the series of this. Now let's dedicate a little time to the side reel at the start of the video, because there were some glimpses of some animations that weren't announced a part of that big thing, and one of them is you've seen in the background now, and it's a Krieger versus an Orc, and I don't know what this is. I don't know what the story is, but I want it in my life. If you watch like the animation to this over on like the trailer or anything like that, it looks so smooth. It looks so high quality. Like, this is like Astartes level quality to me. So I'm really interested in what this is going to be. Is it going to be like a movie? Is it going to just be like a short animation? Is it going to be a series? Whatever it is, it looks absolutely fantastic, and it's Orcs versus Krieg. This is like a dream made in heaven. It's incredible. I really want to see like just line and line of Kriegers marching towards like just a full-on war as they battle it out. I think that would be like an amazing visual thing to put on screen. I am excited. I am really looking forward to these Warhammer animations. I'm a huge animation fan, and for Warhammer to be going down this road is literally a dream come true. The only thing that is like really stopping me from throwing a party at the moment is this whole Warhammer Plus. I know they need to make money from this, I know it, but I'm just scared that they're going to overprice it, and it's going to be just knock people out the market where they can't afford it. It's just too pricey for the content that they're going to be putting out. So fingers crossed, as I said, hopefully they'll price it right, they'll price it decent, and we'll get a lot of stuff attached to Warhammer Plus. It won't be just be like, you know, maybe an audiobook or a codex and the animations. There's going to be a whole bundle of things in there. I know people mention like discount codes and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever seen GW ever do discounts before. So if they did do that, that would be a first for them. Now, before we do leave, one thing that I was surprised about is that they didn't mention anything else with some of the content that has disappeared from YouTube. Yes, we know Astartes is one of them. We know the Black Templar stuff, the Iron Within. But stuff like Sodaz's stuff, I was hoping that they would mention or talk about that at least, like what their plans were. Like, is that stuff completely gone now? Or is that like never going to see the light of day again? Or is that stuff got to be attached to this subscriber plus now? If not, then I would like to like propose to GW, why not just put it on your official YouTube channel? Yes, maybe you don't want it on someone else's for someone else to be making money off your IP, maybe, but why not just put it on your YouTube channel, boys, and just like let the rest of us enjoy it, let the broader community or people who've never stumbled on this before enjoy it. I think that's like the best round for everyone, you know, because we all love it. We're all Warhammer fans, and I think it would go down really, really well with the community. All right, Chaperonios, that's me done for another video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As always, if you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post them down below. I would love to get your thoughts, opinions on everything that happened during this live stream event. We can have a nice little talk about it in the comment section. So see you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.